Good day, whatever time you're watching. You're welcome to yet another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be making an hairline gown with a little flare with the lace at the front. So I have 4 yards of Ankara fabrics here. Then I'll be folding it into 4. I'm cutting the front and the back together. So I will consider the length, the total length of the gown, which is going to be 57. Then I will add 2 inches for the joining at the shoulder, half for joining at the shoulder, then 1.5 for hemming at the bottom. So that makes it 58. So I will reduce this. I have 50. I will reduce it to 58. So good. Then I'll go ahead and fold it this way. It's going to be an A-line gown. If you want to make it to have a flare, you can just decide to cut on bias. For me, I'll be cutting straight because the fabric I have for me is not so enough. You have to ensure that they are equal. So I'll just knot it like this. This is going to be my cutting now. I can still reduce it a bit because I will need this side for to cut out the sleeve. Okay, we are good to go. Now I'll go ahead and measure my So from here, I'll make sure that I'm on the slope here. I'll measure the shoulder. My shoulder is 7.5, but I'll add half inch for the sleeve length to join the sleeve length. So this is 8. Then I'll come down by 1 inch. Now the neck width is 2.5. Then I'll make a slant to join the 2.5. Like so. Okay, now I'll go ahead and come down by armhole. Our bust is 38, so the armhole here is going to be 8 inches, which is still okay. Then I'll form my armhole curve like this. So from here I'll take a bust measurement. Our bust is 38, that's 9.5. Then I will add 2 inches, 10.5 11.5 ease and sewing allowance. Then I will go down to a waist, which is half length, which is 70, hip length, which is 24. So on 24 I will take a hip measurement. Our hip measurement is 40 divided by 4, that's 10. Your sewing allowance 2 inches, that makes it 12. But at this point I will not be measuring that 12 because this is an A-line gown. I will just go ahead and draw a straight line from these points down to the hem. So I'll just go ahead and draw that straight line to get to the hem. So you have to check out, this is where the fabric end at the hem here. So I'll go ahead and draw the straight line. So then I will mark out this as our hem. So I will take the measurement from here now to know if I'm still on point. My total gown length is supposed to be 58. So I have 57 when I took the total gown length. So I have to increase it up here. I don't want to scatter the line. I will have to adjust this place because I still have like 1 inch here. You can see there's 1 inch here, so I'll have to move the shoulder hook back. So when you're taking yours, just make sure your straight gown length and leave excess at the back. But this one, because I'm trying to manage the fabric is just 4 yards. You're supposed to use 6 yards, but I want to manage the fabric so that. So this is my slant. Then yeah, I'm redrawing the armhole, so my armhole will come up by 1 inch back. So now I have the 58 that is needed. Now my pocket is going to be 8 inches after the armhole. So here is our dress fully ready. Now I can cut out. Remember I said I'm cutting the front and the back together. Let me first cut out, shape out the front neckline. The neck depth for the front is going to be 1 inch, so I'll just use this 1 inch. I see already, then I'll cut it out. So now I'll pick out the center. That's going to serve as my back. Let me just chop the wrong side so that when I'm sewing, because the fabric are the same at the front, I won't be having issues with sewing the front and the back. So I'll pick out the center, and I'll pick out the center. I will now cut out the front neckline. She's going to be 3, so here is 3. Then I'll make a curve from this line. Then I'll also come in by 4 inches here, take away half. So I'll draw a new armhole for my front, which is this. 2 opening at the front of the clothes, like after the collar. So I'll just mark 4 inches down here and open it up. So I'll stop at 4. So we are done with cutting of the bodies. Now we move on to the sleeve. For us to cut the sleeve, you take your fabric and fold into 4. You know the sleeve is like an hairline. So the sleeve is also like hairline, or it's not pencil, it's straight. So I'm trying to see how I can manage my sleeve from here. Okay, I'll cut out this sleeve from here. So I'm going to cut out the first sleeve here, then I'll use it to cut out the second sleeve there. So to cut out the sleeve, the total sleeve length is 30 plus shoulder. So if I take away our shoulder, which is 7.5, then I should have 25, because I'll be using 5 inches of lace at the hem here. I'll be adding 5 inches of lace to complete the 30 inches. So from here I'll start taking my sleeve measurements from here. So this is where the sleeve is going to go. One sleeve is 8. I'll add 2 sewing allowance to it. Then Then our cap sleeve from here is 4.5. So I'll draw a straight line. So from this cap sleeve, I'll make my sleeve curve like this. So instead of coming straight down, I'll just make it straight because it's a straight sleeve. You can even extend it to make it like an A line, like this. Okay. So now what I have here, the total I have here from 7.5. No, we are going to use that to join. Then I have 26. So I'll be adding ½ inch for joining it to the lace. Then I'll be adding lace of 4 inches because what I have here is 26. So before I go, let's cut the pocket. Now for the pocket, I'll just place my hand somewhere here and just make a round shape around my hand like this. So we've cut out the 4 pockets and we are done with the cutting. So I'll bring the lace, then we'll cut out the lace. So guys, here is my lace fabric. So I'm going to cut a facing on it like this. The length is actually 60 inches long, so I might not need to join it anywhere. So I'm going to fold my lace like this. Then this is a folded area, so let me come on this side so it will be easy for us to understand. I want my folded area to be here. That means I have to fold at the front, at the right side. So I will just place it, fold it like this. Look at the way I'm placing the folding. I'm going to fold my fabric like this. So I'll make sure that what I'm folding is enough to accommodate the upper part of this dress. That is okay. So now I'm folding like 10 inches. So I'll go ahead and make sure that it's well laid. Then I'll place my front fabric on it, my front bodice like this on it. So remember that the way the shape is. So you're going to cut apart the shape yourself. You know, the lace was like this, looking at what we have in the picture. So the lace was like this on the dress. So I'm going to cut out this front, the upper bodice like that. Just like this. So I also cut out the neckline. Now I can take out my bodice, but before taking out my bodice, I want to ensure that the length I have on this lace will be enough for my dress. So okay, it's even more than enough, so you can see. So from here now I can just trim off the excess. Okay, now I can take out my upper bodice. Then we'll now come back and trace out the neckline in the design. So when you look at the design on the dress, you see that the lace just this lace part just starts from stop at 4 inches away from the shoulder. So just measure 4 inches here like this, or if you want it to be more prominent, you can just use 4.5. So from this 4.5, then from the center to you come to measure 4 inches, because when the dress is spread is 8 inches, so you measure 4 inches. So from this 4 inches you form a curve from here like this, form a curve. So you see this curve like this, like a princess that cut. Yes, then you go ahead to measure 4 inches all through till you get to the end. So I continue measuring 4 inches on a straight line, 4 inches. Yeah, but you make sure that it's straight. This part now is not straight. I don't know. So you have to make sure that it is straight. So when I'm cutting it, I will ensure that I have a straight line. So now I can easily cut out so we are good to go. Now I'll pick up my fabric like this. I'm going to sew the neckline. You know that we've cut out the front part, so I'm going to sew it first on the back side. I'll pick up this part, then I'll place it on the neckline like this. Now this is the right side, so I'll make sure that the right side face the wrong side from the back like this. Then I will go ahead and just sew this part. I will not sew this neckline because we are going to add a collar to it, so the collar is going to give us a good finish we want. So just the line that I cut out here, it stop at this bit, so that's what I'm going to sew. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew 1/4 of an inch down here and come out here. Let me just draw it out. So I'm going to sew like this. This is where the line stops, so I'm just going to sew 1/4 of an inch like this. So I'm going to sew. Let me make the shot visible. So okay. So I'm just going to sew from here down out. Then I will notch the edge and turn it to the front, give it a good press, come back to show us the next step. Now I'm done turning it. I sew the lace from the back, then I turn it to the front and give it a good press. Then now I've ironed it on top. I use hemi gum to hold it down so that it will help prevent it from shifting or moving while sewing it. So I'll go ahead and use my black bias tape. Here is a black bias tape. Then I'll use it to cover the edges of this place. So I'll start from here like this. I'm going to take my bias tape like this. I'm going to sew it twice. I'll first sew the first edge like this, then I'll sew along to cover it, then I'll keep on sewing this way, then I'll sew to the hem, then I'll also come back and sew the second edge like that till the end like that. I'll do that for this side, and I'll also do it for this other side. Then I'll come back to show us the next step. Hi guys, now I'm done attaching the neck. You can see it looking so beautiful. Look at it. So you see the neck sitting relaxed like this. Then I did it, I sew it to the end of the dress. Now you can see it. The next step now is to attach my back to the front. So I'll go ahead and place my front. This is the right side facing right side like this. So I'll go ahead and join it on the shoulder. I will join the shoulder to it. After joining on the shoulder, I will go ahead also to fix my pocket. I will just measure 8 inches from the armhole downward. So wherever it gets to, that's where I'm going to attach my pocket. Then after attaching my pocket, we'll come over to fix our sleeve. For the sleeve, you know, we minus 2 inches for the lower part that we said we are going to be replacing with lace. So I folded the lace into 4. Then I'm folding again, so that because I'm going to have the edges, first I want it to be 2.5, so I'll use half to join it to the sleeve. Then the remaining lace part to be 2 inches, so I'll be cutting out 2.5 now. So here is my 2.5. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'll just pick this up, pick one of it, the right side. I'll fold it into 2 on the right side. Then I'll also pick my fabric on the right side like this. Then I'll place my lace, the open part, I'll place it here, and I'll use 1/2 inch to sew it down. Then I will weave it. After doing that, I'll go ahead and do the same for the second sleeve. Here is the bodice. I'm done joining the shoulder together, and I'll fix, look at, I'll join the shoulder together and I weave it, I interlocked it. Then I also fix the pocket side here, you can see them. So I'll go ahead and fix, after joining this to the shoulder, I'll fix it on the armhole this way. To go this way, I'll make sure that the center is on the center here. Then I will sew round like this. Then I'll come this way and end it here. I might cut off the excess, so I'll fix the sleeve. Then after fixing the zip, the sleeve, I will weave it round. I'll come back to show us the final step. Okay guys, now I'm done attaching the sleeve and I've weave it the neck to the side. Then I also attach it to the shoulder. So the next step to do now is just to fold it into 2 and then sew with 1 inch. Remember we added just 2 inches for the ease and sewing allowance, so I'll be sewing out 1 inch now. So the remaining 1 inch is going to be for the ease allowance. So let me arrange it properly like this. So here is the sleeve. I will start from the sleeve, so I'm going to sew from here just 1 inch like this, 1 inch. I'll sew 1 inch round like this. Then when I get here, I'll come in by 1 inch. Don't worry about this, as I'll just trim it off. Then I'll bring out this pocket part like this. So 1 inch. Then when I get here, I'll give it a knot and come into the pocket with 1/2 inch and sew round. Then come out to this place 1 inch. Then I'll sew it down to the hem like this, to the hem here, 1 inch to the hem. So when I get to the hem, when I'm done, I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'll weave it, then I will fold the hem by 2 inches. I'll first go 1 inch, then I'll go in again another 1 inch. I'll fold it round. Let me go ahead and do that, then I'll come back to show us how to fix the collar for the neck. I've sewn it round, and here it is. Look at it. So now let's quickly, this is the sleeve, everything's sitting pretty. So we'll go ahead now to measure around the neck line so that we can cut out the collar. So I'm going to measure around like from here like this. So after measuring around, I have 15.5. So I'm going to cut out the collar on Ankara fabric. We'll be using the Ankara fabric for the collar, and we'll be lining it with, I will be also use the lace. So I'll fold this into 4 like this. Remember we said collar is 15.5. Let me just use 16. Collar is just 1 inch, so I'll measure. I'm going to measure 2 inches because I'm going to use half to join it to the cloth, then half to turn it here. So half of 15.5 is 7.85. So I'll add 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. So I'll measure 8.25 here. So I'll just measure 8.5 to be on the silver side. Then from here now, I will come up by 2 inches also. Mark out 2 inches. So I will go in by 1 inch here. Come up by 1.25 here. Then I'll make a cuff. Just make a cuff like this. So I'll just make a cuff like this, and I will cut this out. So let's cut this out. So I'll place the Ankara fabric right side facing right side on the lace like. So this is actually going to be this front. So I'm going to place it on my front, on the Ankara front fabric. So this is going to be my front. Then this is going to be the wrong side. So I'll place it this way. This is going to be my upper body. So I'll fold 1/2 inch here. Then I'll go ahead and stitch 1/2 inch round to this part too. I'll fold 1/2 inch up. Now I'll sew it here. When I get there, I will turn it over and iron it, then bring it back to show us how to face it on the cloth. guys, so now that I'm done, I'm going to pick up the, I've sewn the side, look at it there. I'm supposed to give it a good press, but there's no light, just give it a good press so it still relax like this. So I'm going to take the wrong side like this. It's going to be inside the half inch that I left. I will sew from here round like this till I get to the other hand here. I will sew it till I get here. So when I get here out of stitch, then I will out of stitch, then I'll now raise this one that is folded like this. I'll just use it to cover it up like this. This one will be inside, then to come up like this, then I'll top stitch it round. Then we are done with this tutorial. If you are yet to like, subscribe or share my video, please do not forget to subscribe